You know, when you talk with people about CAPCOG, what it stands for, what it represents, few really understand it. But those who are impacted by the funding decisions, by the programs and services that are executed by CAPCOG, I think then they begin to fully understand exactly what it does and why.
What is CAPCOG all about? And I really tell them it's a conduit for kind of, we take money from the federal government and the state government and kind of put it where it needs to be.
When I talk to people about CAPCOG, I try to be sure that we understand how many different facets of CAPCOG that there is and how many issues are faced by CAPCOG. Whereas my personal experience in Homeland Security, I also realize that the jurisdictions are represented by CAPCOG and solid waste and in clean air and geographical information, statistical information, and the tools just go on and on and on.
The way we try to explain CAPCOG, it is a regional planning effort, including the 10 counties that we support.
COGs are voluntary organizations, and they choose to be a member of the COG. And that's special. We need to always be looking for programs and services where we can add value for those that choose to be a member, particularly our local governments in our cities and counties.
Well, Bastrop County, when I first was elected, was about 40,000. Now I've been in office for about 3 terms, and we've almost went to 80,000. So you can look at an area that was just beginning to grow. We're right on the outskirts of Austin. So we had a lot of issues when it came to planning, transportation that we had to deal with, and not having the resources. CAPCOG played a vital role.
Our challenges in Central Texas are big as we continue to attract people from across the country, and we're looking at planning, which is most important for our communities, whether they're rural or urban. And challenges such as the water for future development and transportation modes and economic development in our communities.
CAPCOG has helped the City of Austin in a number of ways. For one thing, there's a number of different funding mechanisms in place to support very basic needs. Things like regional communication systems, law enforcement, homeland security, public safety, solid waste, you name it. All different kinds of needs are being met on a daily basis through the work of CAPCOG.
Our job is to help people find employment and help employers find qualified workers. The research and data analysis, both from demographics and economic data from CAPCOG, have been immensely valuable to our agency to help us determine the types of services that are needed and to help bring the region together as one regional economy, which workforce plays a vital role.
CAPCOG has been just an outstanding partner of Meals on Wheels and more, and really Meals on Wheels programs all across Central Texas, and we're so grateful for that. Working with the Area Agency on Aging, we've provided over 1 million meals last year to people in need in the Central Texas area. We absolutely could not do that without our friends at the Area Agency on Aging and CAPCOG. They've been a marvelous partner and helped us in so many ways.
CAPCOG has really provided some strategic support for us in BK because we are a smaller city, we have smaller resources, so we've been able to utilize the resources here to help us with our planning. We've had the Executive Director, Betty Voights, come and do strategic planning with us, helping our council to really look at the issues.
The specific relationship with the Area Agency on Aging as part of CAPCOG has been really, really beneficial to the region in that we have developed some programs that are cross-cutting and I think are been very successful and are being copied and modeled and used by others as we move forward.
CAPCOG has really helped our community with grants, 911 programs that we wouldn't even be able to undertake. As a small county and a rural county, we really need CAPCOG's help, and it's really been great to have him as a partner.
Well, CAPCOG really takes a broader view of the Central Texas region and looks at the criminal justice and safety needs of people in many counties that are contiguous to each other. And how do we work across those counties to having a safer Central Texas region?
CAPCOG is collaboration.
Collaboration. Being able to come together and work as a community.
Partner, but I'd like to add another word, and that would be compassionate partner.
Partnership.
Regional.
It's a resource.
Regionalism.
CAPCOG, to me, really stands for regionalism.
We've been here 40 years. We'll probably be here another 40, at least 20. But most importantly, regionalism isn't going away. There will always be a need for it, and CAPCOG should always be the lead organization for regionalism in this 10-county area. Our philosophy here has always been that we don't want to just do programs and services. We want to be on the cutting edge of our programs and services. Our staff is committed to doing that. We enjoy a great reputation among not only the other COGs in Texas, but nationally in many of our programs. We need to continue looking ahead at ways we can add value for the region. Importantly, recognize what we've done and all those folks that made it possible. Appreciate all the stakeholders that will continue to work and partner with us on
What we do at CAPCOG.